right from childhood, when you got to know that your name is Banks, okay, and in a typical Ghanaian, when we hear bank or bank, it has something to do with money. Did you ever thought of playing in the money field or in the money space just by the name? Yeah.
Oh, it's not necessarily because of my name. Um, I I didn't give the name to myself. It
Right.
was a family name actually, and I just felt like growing up. I grew up in a very school-oriented family, right?
Okay.
Where you would have to go to school, you would have to basically just follow the systemic programming about you going to school, going to university, coming to get a job, and all of that.
Yeah.
So I I was a kind of an outlaw in that family,
Okay.
because I just felt like that wasn't my way. That wasn't how I
Yeah.
wanted to live my life, and I was lucky enough to to realize it at a very young age. I think that was when I was in, I think, SS2 or something. Yeah, SS2 was
Okay.
when I realized, because I started reading a lot. That is outside the school, outside the school syllabus. I started reading a lot. I started finding out a whole lot of things, a whole lot of different things about how the system is built, about this life thing and all of that. And I just felt like at a point, I started discovering things that made me feel like, oh, there is, a life somewhere that is, outside the scope that we are being given. So I just felt
Yeah.
like we are under some sort of programming or some sort of psyop,
Okay.
that we all need to follow one path, you know,
Okay.
going to school, doing this, doing this. So at the end of the day, it's just like one logo line that we are all programmed to just pass in.
Yes.